With the holiday excess now out of the way, it's time to look into the new year, try and look at getting a bit healthier. And so today we're going to try a hand at making a healthy chicken curry using these ingredients and this variety of Active Hands kitchen and gripping products. Let's go. First thing we're going to do is chop this onion, and to do that we're going to use this right angle all-purpose knife. The right angle grip means you get a firmer grip on it for those with limited hand function, and for that extra bit of grip, incorporate it with the general purpose gripping aid from Active Hands. Simply slip the handle in like so, tighten up the gripping aid. There's no way that's going to come loose now, and then start chopping that onion. I have no grip in my hands, so for me to be able to do this is quite a big thing. All you need to do is use the aid, use the knife, and chopping an onion really is this simple. The next thing to cut up is the chicken. But firstly, we have to get into the packaging, and that means using this. This is the Nimble. It is a tiny little device that fits on the end of your finger. It has a really, really thin blade at the top that you cannot cut your skin with. However, it's perfect for cutting into things like mail and food packages. So, get the blade here, push down the packet, slice, and slice, and just like that, we are into the chicken and ready to get chopping. So with the chicken now open and out of its pack, we're ready to get chopping, and that means coming back to the general purpose gripping aid used in cooperation with the right angle all-purpose knife. So just the same as with the onion, simply use the knife with perfect grip to cut the chicken into whatever size chunks are necessary for the curry. It says 3 centimetre cubes here. We are going to guesstimate this. With the chicken and onion now chopped, next on the agenda is crushing up some garlic, and that means using this garlic zoom. We simply pop the top open here, feed the cloves into it. This can fit up to 3 cloves in. You then shut it, and then these blades in here will chop the garlic up as you rotate it backwards and forwards. I've found this can be quite tough to get through at first, so I use 2 hands. But once you're past the initial bit of toughness, breaking up the garlic cloves, it gets easier and easier progressively, and very quickly your garlic is now chopped and crushed up. Then once it's done, simply give it a little bang here, open the door, and out comes your garlic. Next up is peeling and grating the ginger. So to peel it, we use this palm peeler here. We simply slide it on to our finger like so, pop off the protective cover, and this blade in my palm now can be used to perfectly slice the skin off the ginger. With the ginger now peeled and cut into some manageable chunks, it's time to grate it, and that means using this, the grater zoom. We simply pop open the barrel of it, like so. We feed in our piece of ginger or whatever we want grating, then push the top back on it, click it into place, and then by, much like the garlic zoom, going backwards and forwards like this with it, we will grate our ginger. I can feel it grating, I can hear it grating, and although this isn't the best thing to see, you can't see it an awful lot here. It has grated it almost entirely now, and it will come into basically what we've done here, which is ones that we prepared earlier. With the onions, garlic, ginger and chicken now cooking away, it's time to move on to the next step, and that means opening up this tin of chopped tomatoes with a ring pull and this jar of curry paste. First of all, chopped tomatoes, which we're going to place on an anti-slip mat. And then to open this ring pull here, we're going to use this 501 opener, which can be used to open everything from cans, tins, jars, bottles, etc. We simply slide the bottom of the opener onto the ring pull, open it like so, then we use this to hook onto the tin and peel the lid off like so. Much like the chopped tomatoes, in order to open the spice jar, we're first going to place it on an anti-slip coaster. We're going to take this jar opener, which you pop over the top of it. It's very grippy, so it will grip the lid of the jar. We give it a twist, and just like that, the lid comes off. So with the chopped tomatoes, curry paste and water now added to the chicken, garlic, ginger, onions, etc. that we've already had in here, it's now time to bring it to the boil, let it simmer and stir it occasionally. And in order to stir it, we're going to use the small item gripping aid here. Simply slot your hand into it like so, use the Velcro loops to tighten it around your wrist, and then we use this palm pad, which in this instance is attached to a spatula. We're going to use a stir, and using the Velcro pad, attach it to the small item aid, and then using this anti-slip grip tape, we hold onto the pan and stir it, making sure that everything is nice and evenly cooked. The final thing is to add some fat-free Greek yogurt, some ground almonds and some coriander. And then while we've got the rice on, we stir this in. Stir this in for a few minutes just to thicken it up and get it ready to serve. And here we have it, a healthy chicken curry prepared with products found on the Actifan store. And now the taste test using one of these handy cutlery grips.